Between these iconic hedges, the field where some of college football's greats have called home. Sanford Stadium in Athens, Georgia, where these fans are ready to turn the dogs loose. Today we have a top 25 matchup on hand with two of college football's premier teams preparing to slug it out. As we'll see, the number 15 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the second-ranked team in the land, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Georgia about to kick it off to get us underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Alabama Crimson Tide offense will take the field for the first possession of this game. And here comes this quarterback. This entire offense is built around him. He is the engine of the entire team.
I mean, he's the leader. He's the alpha. Everybody looks towards him. He's been doing it all year long. Everybody believes in this young man. Big opportunity.
Oh, he's going to go up top. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Back to throw, it's Milroe. Into double coverage, and he picked it off. Didn't find much room on the return, but now they are in business and poised to strike from the 25.
It's a defense that prides themselves on taking the football away. They believe they could impact this game with turnovers, and they get an interception on the opening drive. Wasn't a big return, but that doesn't matter. They stole a possession, and that is huge for their confidence.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Rolls it in. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a first and goal. From the one, it's first and goal as they try to open the scoring here. Turning to the running game on first and goal. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Georgia! Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive there.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him, maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
Here comes the offense on second down. Looking for a man. It's Milroe. Flushed out of the pocket. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Turns it on in midfield. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line.
Man, it's so nice to have a weapon like this at quarterback. It dictates coverage. You want to play man-to-man? Everybody turns their back. Watch him pick him up, put him down, shoot up yards, getting a big play down the field.
Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. Alabama pushing the tempo.
That's a real good-looking throw, and I know at Alabama recently they've had a lot of different quarterbacks, and they've also had a lot of different guys calling plays. But one thing that's never seemed to waver is how explosive the offense has been, and the big reason is because of the efficient play they've had consistently year in, year out at the quarterback position as well. They recruited extremely well. They coach these guys up. And this is a guy who loves football, loves the X's and O's, and you're seeing it translate onto the field right now.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop, as they get set to snap it just about to reach the end of the quarter. Snap from the gun on third down. Trying to make magic with his feet. Headed to the end zone, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Alabama!
Great decision by the quarterback, and there's a danger on defense. When you play man coverage against this guy, when you've got DBs and their backs are turned to the QB, if you're not careful, he'll just tuck it and run and take off, and by the time all those DBs and defenders had turned around, it was way too late. He was gone.
He's into the end zone for the 2, and he gives them the lead.
And makes the score Alabama 8, Georgia 7.
So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats.
Georgia 7.
They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. The kickoff unit about to go to work.
Set to advance on the play.
From inside the 15, here's the return. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make? Because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close, and when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them, and guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or...
And he gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Gonna run it. It's Etienne. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Georgia sends out the punt team. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. On the return, it's Adams. He's got great speed, and the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Here comes that Alabama offense. In modern college football, Jesse, if there's time, there's an opportunity to attack.
And I like them being aggressive here too, guys. Look, they practiced this all week long. Now you're in that situation to go out there, have some fun, and let it fly.
And defenses are taught to stay deep, play prevent in these situations, so I think you could get a good chunk play and then possibly get a field goal to tack on before the half.
They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense.
He's going for the big play. And he makes the grab and gets the foot down. What a job for a huge game there. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Now from inside the red zone. Got enough space. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Bama!
And I love this offense, man. Staying aggressive. Just because you got the lead, you know people can score points in bunches. This offense keeps the foot on the accelerator, scores again on the final play. Now this offense has even more of a cushion going into halftime.
To the air, it's Milroe. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Alabama ready to put a boot to it to start the second half.
Set to kick this one away.
Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They start this third quarter, one-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established.
And the freshman will chalk up a sack after getting nothing done on the last one. This is a big play, second and long from the 11.
Well, the problem with the play-action game is that it forces the QB to hold on to the ball just a little bit longer to allow some of these plays to develop. And, of course, that gives this defense longer to get after.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. Feeling some heat. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. Georgia lining up to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. Bringing it back, it's Adams. Makes a move. And the returner will be knocked down. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
Here comes the offense on first down. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. The offense lining up for a first down play. Looking to throw, it's Milroe. Using his legs to buy some time. Oh, he gave him the limp leg. And he's wrestled to the ground.
Man, that's so frustrating. It happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
2 running backs alongside the quarterback. He wants to pass it on second down. Trying to escape and get it himself. And he's finally forced out of bounds. Another first down, and he has just been running wild on this defense. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. Looking to move it through the air. He'll pull it down and run.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center nowadays in football. You can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the third quarter stats. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Smart move to keep it on the ground. Got some room headed to the goal line. Touchdown tie. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the second half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead. Now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
And they'll try to tack on 2. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Into the end zone for the 2-point conversion as they extend the lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And it was closed out by the fantastic 25-yard touchdown run. And it's caught from inside the 20, and here he comes. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Wideouts all wadded up in a bunch. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Get it out on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Back to throw, it's Beck. Getting some heat. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this 3rd down play. Clock running. Coming after it. Takes a shot as he lets it go. And it's picked off. Takes it the other way. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return.
And that defensive touchdown all started with getting pressure on the quarterback. It was the hit on the QB that forced the errant throw. That was an easy interception and an easy pick 6.
How about this? A 2-point conversion coming. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He's into the end zone for the 2 and extends the lead.
How about that, guys? That's basically a 15-point swing. Defense gets a pick 6, and then your offense gets the 2-point conversion. Wow.
They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick 6. From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build up.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. The offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And that ball is picked off. And he'll be marked down, but what a play to come up with that interception.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, they've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
Little touch pass to the receiver. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Takes it into the end zone for the touchdown on the final play. The denouement. The epilogue. The finishing touch. I don't think these two are going to be exchanging holiday greetings this year after this game.
No, and I tell you what, we've seen a lot of cool handshakes where you're getting fired up and coaches are getting after each other. We might get a little bit of that there. You could take a knee. You could run the clock out, but they chose not to, so deal with it.
Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the open.